Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Quarantine Cup number 37. Gonna start off this week with Cyrix. As soon as the gun fires. And there it goes. Got ourselves a wish board. Yep. I guess I go coin Wharf. I mean, Bailey's pretty good, but probably worse than Wharf on the opening. I don't know what you go with. Tracker coin. Maybe I'll go tracker coin myself. My Wharf missed, so that wasn't good. They're actually going to get to play Wharf before me, unfortunately. There is some world where I actually get to activate. We didn't quite get there. Now I'm very unlikely to activate this turn since I saw the pouch. If tracker gets like wind, it could happen. Well, to be honest, I guess it could happen anyway. I'm gonna see 1, 2. I'm gonna need to see this. No, I guess it's guaranteed actually. I'm gonna have to call a coin to like no effect, but it'll it'll get my lamp. I'll get my lamp. Maybe they have a similar situation. I don't know. I don't know what we go for after this. Play just lots of wharves. I don't have a wharf, which, you know, is sad. Michael's not a huge deal here because, well, there's Legionary. So in my opinion, it's not a huge deal. We could see. Didn't get any hits there. probably should get a forge. I kind of wonder what the piles look like by the time we get to that point. They're probably a little bit ahead of me. I'm not sure. They have quite a bit of stuff. To be sure. Take that secret cave. Maybe my forge. Well, my forge may end up just being like a gain on an estate, even. Maybe he can empty estates here? I don't know. Okay, they didn't go too far there. Where are we? Where are we on the points? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 10, 12, 13. Oh, we're kind of close to a pile out. Well, and they have Natalie. Ooh. We probably need to score. Unfortunately. I'm not sure how much I need to score though. How's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. This is super annoying actually. Because 8. And they can forge to gain a wharf and buy the estates out, which doesn't seem impossible with 3 wharves down. Oh, I'm so confused. that would require me to score more. Jeez, this can't possibly be right. Let's go down to 8. It still doesn't give us. Still doesn't give us much play on the. This is probably wrong. Oh, and they have annex too. Yikes. Maybe they didn't draw very far. Why do I have so many cards? I got rivers off tracker, I see. They don't appear to be going super far this turn. So that's a good sign. I may have reacted to my need to score points there. But in any case, we'll be in some kind of position here. Is Bailey gone? Oh, Bailey and Michael crashed. I totally missed that. 7, 4, I don't have the buys yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really just need 8, right? Well, not exactly. I need to have $12 in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a pouch. Can probably turn the coin autoplay back on at this point. Why did they empty the wharf? That's really weird. That would seem to be helpful to me. Though I got a really bad draw so far. That's not good. We played 0. That's just awful, actually. The horse is down in here. Well, hopefully that didn't just make him have a win, but probably it did. It was really weird for Cyrix to take the wharf, in my opinion. Annex doesn't actually help them at all. At this point. We didn't get to any. we not only didn't get to the grooms, we didn't get to anything that's forgeable in a useful manner. We didn't get to, like, say the so they're just gonna double province. We didn't hit province, we hit province, we're probably okay. We can province and well, obviously if we'd drawn a yeah, this was an awful draw. Max points does still beat a mill. What does it work? Shuffle. Think you don't pick them? Wait. I don't know how Annex works. I didn't get the window. Yeah, he just be able to annex. The that was just a bad last couple draws for me, to be honest. Otherwise, my draws were pretty good. So is Matt card spin waiting? Oh, wait, sorry. He says it's minion pawn? Alright. Okay. Matt card. Okay. So pretty weak villages. 2-5. Well, it's not that good actually. It's all kind of weak. Maybe you can do Duke, Duchy Duke stuff. Yeah, I mean 5-2 isn't great here. It's pretty bad. So we can do, basically we can either do Duchy Duke or like some castle stuff. Question here is whether you go for another scepter or if I go for the Wayfarer. Apparently I go for the Wayfarer. It was either Scepter Hamlet or Wayfarer Hamlet, so. At some point you need to take the duchies. I don't really want that many smugglers. There is something to be said for getting a bunch of changelings here, maybe. I'm not sure what the angle. I'm still not sure what the angle should be here. You can't really build an engine, not truly. You can't really hope to dominate very well. It's not impossible with Scepters and Wayfarer to go kind of really far, but I'm trying to figure out. I feel like they're better for Duchy Duke than me because they have the other smugglers, which would suggest like a castles thing. That was the Wayfarer draw was pretty awful there. To pull that out of this hand was pretty bad. But I'm likely to draw Smuggler's Dead here. Didn't though. Did he gain anything? Didn't smuggle anything, so. This probably lets them get the small castle, but this is an ugly draw. I guess I should have drawn through the Wayfarer. This is a hideous draw. I mean, just get for the number of silvers I have in deck anyway. They're gambling a lot. I'm not really sure. I'm not totally 100% sure what the gambles are for. Like, what's the goal? Isn't really what I don't really follow what the point of that is, but probably just set a Hamlet aside. He just cycled a little bit was all we did there, really. Oh, what did they get? Just another Hamlet? The Hamlets are so bad. I don't even want Hamlets. I don't know why. I don't have any idea what they want Hamlets for. I just have Hamlets sort of randomly, more or less. I think they should probably go for Duchy Duke. This game may never end. There's a lot of VP here. They're gambling. They're just like passing their turns, basically. Like, it's just doing nothing. There is a chance that buy is pretty good here. There is some world where you can dominate with Scepters and Wayfarers. It's not impossible. Just like you have to decide whether you really want to try that or not. Like, I have it here, so why not? Maybe we'll empty they gambled so much that game. It's really kind of odd. Should check to make sure this is all loaded okay. Looks alright to me. Let's see if I can find my results. Whoops. I'm so mad at the people who don't do. I'm not really so mad. Looks like not a lot of villages. A bandit fort. Pageant might be okay. Double amulet also does look okay. I'm gonna do the pageant just cause the 6s are kind of expensive. You don't really want a lot of silvers either, so. You don't really want silvers if you can avoid it. They probably will play with a gold. You can play with Yeah, like you will likely play with gold. I guess you could have tried Peace Stone though. How it would have worked here exactly, I'm not sure. Probably pretty okay to get Leprechaun. Trying to figure out what exactly this looks like still. I'm not sure. You could get a nobles and then another nobles. Or nobles and then a hunting ground. Maybe. Gonna need to take a silver though for sure. Guess not for sure. Not doing a whole lot here. That's exciting. Kind of a bad. How many cards can I get in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Need another card. Not doing so much here. I don't know why I played that. I'm gonna play this thing. I think I am gonna take a Leprechaun. It may not work. Certainly didn't work this turn. We got the bulk of the nobles. Kind of lost train of thought this game. Not gonna lie. Got very confused. Not my best play of all time. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Have to wish for a forum if we don't wish for a nobles. Kind of think they'll probably buy the last nobles. So maybe they go for like a province or something. I got kind of confused. Like we're still okay. In all honesty, but six, 7. Just mainly because the piles aren't going anywhere, so we're still alright on that front. For now. They have a lot of coffers though, so. This is sad to use the nobles as four, 5, 6, 7, forum. Sad to have to use the Whoosy What's It's as you need to have sufficient money here for a province. Okay. Gross. This is so gross. I'm so mad. They'll probably win. They have now they have the leprechaun, they're probably okay. I guess I can kind of keep my out for a 3 pile. That's gonna be tough though. What's the third pile? Like the forum? If the forums get low enough. This was so sad to not find any forums. They didn't score it all though, so that bodes well for me actually. I can still take a province. So I'm fairly happy to have a points lead here. Now, of course, they're sitting on 30 tokens, but nonetheless. What would it take to do the wishes? Yeah, no. This is just not, that's not in the cards yet. Probably not ever, but. I don't think I have any way to set up. Does another candlestick maker help me? I mean, I had some loose draw this turn. Not if this happens though. Well, they drew fairly dead as well, so. Can they double? Like a perfect draw? Probably. I probably have to just do a duchy here. Save up some tokens. Could get the estate, and it doesn't seem especially nice. And the forums drop a little bit. I think if they had gotten so the wishes are gone now, which is good. So if I double, double may not be safe, but I probably just do it anyway, if I can, assuming I can. I'm not gonna triple. Oh. This might lose to some draws. They can trash a silver or something. Though they can't just score 12 points, so they didn't trash on hunting grounds. That was another source of draw for them, or source of points. They need like $20. Yeah, like the double duchy province doesn't cut it. I'm gonna jinx myself, but I have like really good odds of getting there. But it's not impossible for me to miss. They just need to like double or triple duchy or something, yeah. I kind of almost missed it. Now we're definitely not going to, but all right. I got my brain. I feel actually still a little bit discombobulated. Not sure why. Did Iris and Minion pawn? Mat card spended. I already played Minion pawn, but I guess I hit Q. I can't join Minion pawn. Okay. This could be sheepdog stuff. Well, you could use a sheepdog potentially. Actually, there's a lot of stuff here that you can use in a pretty reasonable fashion. You could even open rats. I mean, the list really goes on and on here. I don't get 3, so I don't get to buy a rats, unfortunately. Crossroads at some point could be okay. I don't know, I'm discarding. This doesn't really... I didn't get to hit anything here good, which was sad. This hand is kind of sucky. Yeah, you like want to do away with the rat stuff, but maybe you don't get to that much. Like maybe you should be I don't think I'll need the money. Guess I can do one of them. Didn't find the crossroads. This is the stupidest hand. I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now that I don't have any of the gainers in hand. So it'll probably be a 3 pile. I'm so mad about this hand. I've literally never been never been angrier about a hand. That I didn't get. Oh my gosh. I didn't get to use any of the Crossroads Village effect because I had to play the stupid sheepdogs on their own. And I didn't. And like now, if I play a governor for gaining, they're going to for sure just activate 30 sheepdogs. So annoying. And I have too many rats. Tracer has the deck, the actual deck, and I have the pure garbage. And I've drawn them 30 cards. I'm a little salty here. Shouldn't be that salty, but I am a little bit salty. The sheepdog's so nice here. The Crossroads triple sheepdog hand is the worst thing I've had happen to me in Dominion in a long time. It's not true. But it felt awful. I'm only gonna win this if Tracer does something super, super boneheaded. Basically. Which, you know, you gotta give him that shot to do something super, super boneheaded. Maybe Tracer just has a win? What Tracer is probably doing right now is just scoring and not like gonna get a couple provinces, and that'll be sufficient to head off any of the nonsense I could do. Is probably what's happening right now. That does appear to be what is happening right now. I can like try and think and see if there's some angle that probably pile out is pretty easy. If I had to guess, pile out is probably fairly trivial. And then the rest of it is not. I can pretty much just draw them cards with impunity, though. What would my gains look like if I were to win? I could get additional mills. 2 more mills might be a good point source. That'd be 6 points. I think I could get another butcher. That would be a pretty easy for. I'm gonna have action problems. Most definitely. And then I would have to do the rats out as well, which isn't. I don't really have the feel for that. I mean, I guess I could stop drawing Tracer cards. I mean, that is something I could think about doing. Just to stop drawing Tracer cards. Yeah, the rats out is gonna be hard. Hard is an understatement. So well, we're pretty close to something. I know we're pretty close to exactly, but let's explore this line of reasoning a little bit. We do have a lot of silvers. One issue here is going to be well, I don't know. How many rats does Tracer have? 8. Maybe he doesn't have a lot. I don't need a huge number of points at this point. So okay. This was probably the wrong order. This is looking less and less like something that can be done. We know that Tracer had, because we don't know exactly what his hand was. Maybe this rat's druid sheepdog, but I don't even have a way to pile it. I mean, not and score. It's not really clear what the gold is doing for me there. I just want. All right. I don't think there was. I mean, I could empty and buy a province still, I think. That's one Tracer and Iris Paradox. I think I'm just the odd man out. We're gonna have to win a lot more in the second half to have any shot. Okay, got Foliora. The no village. Or Way of the Rat again. I think I want to use Way of the Rat, though it was certainly possible to in that last board at some points. A lot of the times you had gainers that were getting you more benefit, like playing Butchered, Trash or Rat or whatever was better than Way of the Ratting it. Yeah, like, this is just Son of Money. To be honest, IGG doesn't look very good. Like, you can thin, but other than that, you're just gonna thin into buying money, I think. Maybe you have an Explorer? Probably should have done well, no, you want some copper trashing. I don't know what you play with as like your terminal. Play with a Explorer would be okay. My Lookout misses. But there's not a whole lot to do beyond any of that, so they're moving through the deck a good deal faster than me because of the Lookout plays so far. So they're probably ahead, but deck comp isn't gonna look hugely different even despite that, probably, unless they get like a $6 hand. It was sad, of course, to see those two together. I don't know if Oasis makes sense or not. Probably not too terribly bad. There again, they're getting another Lookout play. So this is 3 Lookout plays by turn 6. Oh, they have double Lookout. Okay, never mind. I'm just not watching their buys well enough. If they buy an IGG now, I'll probably take a second Lookout here. But if not, I'll just take a silver, I think. They take a Wild Hunt, which looks totally reasonable to me. Should be able to get to gold here. Well, I don't think there's any draw where I don't get to gold, but I think I will take one. The other option is explore. There is some question of IGG doesn't make any sense for me, right? They're so clean. I don't know that I would mix in the Oases with the, I guess if you're picking up an imp here, it makes sense. Could wrap my wisp, that's a joke. Aha. I probably should buy a wild hunt and just have threat on the points somewhere along the line. I also have, you know, just reasonable terminal draw stuff. Not that great, I guess, with the wisps or with all the spirits, but could I think you just go for provinces now. I'm gonna say that I could try and wait a little bit more, but well, I didn't really buy golds. They won gold. This lookout is a little scary to play at this point. The best card to probably hit would be the Exorcist, actually, but three VP is okay. Ooh, this is a kind of ugly one. And I didn't even hit the, yeah, that's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. But nothing you can do about it. They have a lot of Oases. Oasis doesn't play too well with their one wild hunt. They actually don't have a great deck for greening, like I said. You'd rather have a bit of treasure, I think, in this mix. I mean, a lookout there can't possibly be good. Like, there's just no way that that's going to be a friendly lookout for them at this point. I don't even know. Maybe they have some. I don't even think they have. They can't have very many junk cards left. Oh, it seemed pretty rough regardless. This could miss because we've got wisps sitting down in here. And the Oasis. So, but it didn't miss. Is copper or is Oasis into imp better? This isn't clear to me at all. I could have been just wrong. This is actually an okay hand to see because, like, you're not gonna hit 8 on it, but it's means your upcoming hands have good money density. Still want to play a little bit just to see. I guess there's like some world where you do hit 8 Or really, the better thing here is that we can take the points by arrays, I think. They still have one distant lands they can plop down. But if I get another province, I'm in a good position. They basically have to take province. There's not like... I mean, there are distant lands, so in theory you can try and duchy dance a little bit, but I don't think it's that helpful. It would have to be a distant lands, though. You would have to buy the distant lands here. Oh, never mind. I'm the one with the distant lands. Apparently, I'm just not tracking deck at all. I think they probably had some bad draws, but the deck composition is a bit. Maybe I just got lucky. I'm not sure, because mine actually has a similar problem in the kind of the mix of cards we have isn't the most sensible. I don't know that mine was really notably better than theirs. But I did get nice draws. Okay, let's see if we can find another game. Well, we moved up a little bit. Are they on my friend list? This is a this is like an inventor board, only we have their Magpie Drew card rack. We have very limited draw, so it's a little hard. To make anything actually work here. They're getting me pretty mucked up at the moment. This is not a great trigger. If I get very lucky on this shuffle, I'll be okay. If I get not very lucky on this shuffle, could be in for a world of hurt. Like, we really wanted to find an ambassador on that turn. That's how I would put it. coppers aren't so bad. Coppers aren't so bad, but the states will be. I think the real fear here is just that they get a clean enough deck that they just kind of run away with it, which there is a risk of happening. Once they start playing the troves, they buy a vault, then they just hit provinces too often. As of this exact moment, things are a bit messy in general, though, so. I think these are like magpies, but. Wait, I thought I clicked two things. I thought I clicked both these. Wow, that is a lot of gold. I also have to buy vault as like weird draw. Whatever weird draw is. Should I return the coppers? I don't want to buy anything. $5 to buy vault would have been pretty nice. Okay, this is actually quite nice. When did they buy Legionary? I mean, that's going to hurt me too. I think they should get a vault. Yeah, that looks great. To me, on magpies, I need a little bit of draw here. I need just the tiniest bit of draw here. At least they didn't get to Legionary this turn. Okay. We're getting closer to not having a completely awful deck. The problem is that we're super behind in points. So I don't know if it'll matter. Like they found, I guarantee they found a gold in this hand. They're gonna get to, or the legionary, right? And they're gonna get to 8 again. So I have to buy a curse. The cursing won't actually hurt them. So they're just not, unless these magpies start being labs every time I play them, they're not gonna, it's not gonna change into something that really works. I mean, yeah, I can try and find cards still. This is still worth trying to find an ambassador, I think. Yeah, and now the we're getting close to half VP. If they get, the problem is the duchies are really good too for them at this point. I get 18. Like I have to start buying duchies. I can't, my deck can't hold duchies. That's crazy. this is like really poor. What am I trying to say? This is like incredibly poor. All right. Quarantine cup strategy and probably poor quarantine cup etiquette as well to make them keep playing that, especially. I feel like I could have made it work if I gotten in. Nah, I don't know. It did not pan out though, that's for sure. Haka playing or watching. Is Assemble Me playing again? I don't think that person is a Q-Cupper. All right. Okay, so we got Assemble Me, who is currently in second place. So we can maybe play a bit of spoilers on them. We are, well, fourth place doesn't have a lot of points, so I guess we're not actually technically out of it. This has been not a super well performing, or Lapec, and some people are kind of high up, but no one's done super well. It does. Does somebody have it? Do they have it? Oh, okay. They're all fives. I just didn't see they're all fives and twos. So you do silver or like silver settlers? Probably silver. Crop rotation is really nice. The fives are just really nice. We had a bit too much money there, which was a little bit sad, but so be it. Now we don't necessarily need more silvers. So there's something to be said for Seer, or for like, I mean, there's a lot of like top deck inspection synergy stuff. Courtier is probably gonna be pretty good. There's no triple types, but there's some playable doubles. Didn't hit anything on that. What should we do? We do want to Seaway something eventually. There's a silver and another copper in here, I think. It's a little hard to figure out exactly when you want to go for the Seaways. Maybe once you're closer to having a bunch of money. Or maybe when the settlers are running out, something like that. the governor ghost ship thing will always be reason. This was not. I don't really want to draw this much money, but so be it. Seer, of course, is a bit of a ghost ship counter. There aren't a lot of really great remodels to do there. That was quite a nice seer for Assemble Me. That was pretty bad. Five, 10 and 2 buys is really nice. I'm willing to trigger this, I think. It could go bad. Alright, it did not. Went quite well, actually. I know I have hunting grounds up here already. Well, we just got to get up to a better number than whatever this number is. That was sad, though. With no buy, anyway. It was quite sad. Probably bustling hunting ground. Okay, another governor. 2 governors. I would take a hunting grounds for sure on one of those, but there is a estate down here in the bottom, so this is what do we have it left in here now? 3 governors and hunting grounds. Yeah, we gotta try. That's infuriating. That is infuriating. Well, I don't know. There's like a 50-50 right on drawing something pretty nice. Close to a 50-50 anyway. So now we have the same kind of, well, we have still like a problem on a reshuffle where if we don't get around to good stuff, we're in trouble. The estate trash is sort of weird. I don't really get what that was for, but here's another issue of, do we try and trigger the shuffle and hope we find the village, or do we not? We get to see 6 cards in it, so I think we probably want to trigger, but it could still go all kinds of lopsided. It didn't go as bad as it could have, so I'll take it. It wasn't good though. For sure was not good. They probably have a seer that they can mitigate the attack, but I just want to draw Bustling Village and Hunting Grounds one time. All I really want. Well, they didn't do seer stuff to mitigate it, though they're at the bottom of a shuffle, so they are getting to do that stuff. They're gonna trigger a shuffle on me too, so my bustling and, well, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I did that a little bit wrong for sure. I don't know how many governors they're gonna play, but I did it for wrong, definitely. We'll see what. Where are they going back to? No, they didn't end up remodeling anything. I would just like to get to the Hunting Grounds and a Bustling Village pair a single time, and then I would be happy. I'm gonna have to trigger this shuffle, even though, well, it's not really a sad shuffle to trigger, but it could be. Could work out bad. It could work out good. I mean, this stuff. That was fortunate. Hey. Alright, that's all I wanted. I can live happy now. This is stupid too. To have Hunting Grounds go ship bottom deck. So like, now what do I do here? Do I draw on to? It's such a miserably, it's not a good top deck really. I mean, I guess depending on the amount of governors I have, but they can probably empty estates. I don't know if they have the buys for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a lot more buys than them, so. But it's like, I have the other hunting grounds. So I'm basically living and dying by whether I find a bustling village in like my top 5 cards or something. Or get to it through draw. I mean, I have a lot of governors, of course. Still. If we bottom deck, that's just so bad. To bottom deck both those things. Can't really use the Vagrant unless we find another estate, then the ghost ship could potentially. I don't know if we would ever top deck enough cards so that actually works. I'm not sure. If we finish this game in 9 minutes, we can maybe get another one in, which should be doable. The game shouldn't last that long if we can do our turns reasonable pace, because we're basically at an end game on estates or just the provinces flying real fast. So I'm gonna get to see 2-3 cards, something like that. I mean, I can't even really hold off. Like, if I had just have like a governor of hunting grounds, I could consider just remodeling it, taking the points and being good. But that's not really an option here. Like, I can't take this now because this is also tons of my draw. Yeah, this is so hopeless. So sad. I mean, they could get bad. I mean, yeah, they can stop too. So now I just go for 2 provinces estate pile out, which should be possible. I guess it should be possible. How many governors do I even have? 5? I don't really know. Both the estates are in there, so. Yeah, I agree. There's not 4s, right? So he can't get back in that way. Oh, I have another governor. Okay, well then that makes this much easier. Yeah, I mean, I think he beats me if he takes hunting grounds. But all right, gotta try and find a game. See if we get any takers for one last game. Tracer has jumped to the top. Cyrix and Tracer have clawed their way. This really has been a very back and forth Q Cup as far as the people's records. Very no big winners here. I need somebody. I need one game. I need yay, Libby. Hey, Libby, a hero. We'll play speedily. Oof, this is a board too. I don't even know. I think I just kill the. I think I just kill the estates. I don't think you worry about. Oh, you have the 5-2. That's very good. My chapel doesn't miss though, so 5-2 is very nice here. with the paddock. Hopefully they had a little bit of collision. Does not appear to be the case. You need to hit 6 somehow here. I guess I could get a shepherd actually. Not the best shepherd draw for me. Captain would be good, of course. Okay. Libya has a captain, which I'm fairly jealous of. I can try to skip the captain, I guess. I can try for a line that just gets ahead on grand markets. Even though it's going to be less consistent. And the captains are really good. They already have the pair of them, so like they're set on that front. They can play two play 2 paddocks or whatever. They just have the one silver. I am getting a bit of things going this way with the grand markets. They'll buy one here. Whether it'll keep up, I don't know. I'd like to try and save the horses if possible, but was not possible. This is like, this could be double captain, though that doesn't do a huge amount for me this turn. Could be captain gold. Is a little better. I think. I do have a small points lead. I can take estates if I have loose money, which I may have this turn. Well, depending, of course. How much is this? Do we need to get to the pasture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. 14 would be good. I don't know if I do the trash the copper or not. Because I mean it is money and I'm right now it's not a draw issue. So what am I at? 8, 9. Is that 16? I guess they can take estates. They have a captain. They have the captains. They're reasonable pickups. More paddocks. I mean, paddocks are good for them. I think I'll be okay just off the back of the points lead here, but we'll find out. I could dud. There's that. Doesn't look terribly likely, but could happen. We are losing some what do we 6 buys? Is that enough to empty anything? No. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 21. We could triple province if we take coppers from Becker. I don't think that's it. But double province paddock looks okay. We can try and curse them. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do this. Question is, do we go paddock or shepherd? Maybe better to have another shepherd in deck. I mean, like, are we gonna lose? We always have the threat of triple with the beggar play, so. It could go bad for us, though. They're going to be a little more consistent because they can trigger shuffles with a bunch of horses in them. I don't know exactly what their money situation is, but if they double, I'll probably just go for the triple. If I draw, which is fully up in the air at this point. Best thing on top would be the horses and then some green cards. What's going to end up being on top is a bunch of the other shepherd and chapel. I don't have enough buys to like empty anything. That's not really the issue. We did find one of the horses. That was pretty good. How does triple look? I don't. They had like $20-ish. I assume triple is just like totally okay. I mean, I can get it. And then we can have a bunch of green cards in the shuffle, and not the pasture. Right, we didn't do the pasture. So then we're safe on the next shuffle to do a big captain. I don't know exactly how much money they have. I don't know for a fact that this is safe. I'm just working off that as an assumption. And because we need to get the playoffs going anyway. So I can look at that. Xerix Tracer, safe, Lockpick, and a symbol. Well, I guess I can take a symbol spot if I win. Or I don't know. Did Tracer and Symbol Me are still playing, so it's not clear yet. I don't know what it looks like if they give me a curse. Well, they probably have to beggar, right? Well, how many points do they need? 16 points. That's like 4 duchies province. So 28. I don't think they have 28. Unless I'm missing something. I could also, I guess, have a really bad draw on the reshuffle. Yeah, I mean, you just get the duchies, I guess, and see where you are next time. 10 cards is a lot of cards, though, and there are quite a few horses in there. So, probably safe. They overclicked a little bit, but not a horrific amount. All right, time to look at the board and find out who's still playing, etc. Let's see. Tracer might still be playing, or are they not? Okay, Symbol Me Tracer is the game to look at the moment. Since it's going to have playoff implications. They also have horses. I don't know who's ahead. Symbol Me has more points, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're ahead. Tracer has their deck in hand. That's usually pretty good. Symbol Me has a bunch of golds in hand, which isn't like really that good to have at the start of your turn, to be honest. Tracer. I'm gonna guess Tracer's ahead just based on this sitch. I guess Symbol Me is gonna see a couple more cards, so that could change my tune quite a bit. If he draws into some of those horses, it may change my tune considerably. Tracers didn't feel like going down to 4 provinces was safe, so that does tell us a bit about the Symbol Memes deck. That is probably pretty terrifying to Tracer. Does the Symbol Me have... Symbol Me does not have a Salvager, but presumably has a Sanctuary in here somewhere. So maybe the Spice Merchant can give by. So triple looks doable. But just draws on right away. This is like saving a lot of horses, which seems a bit weird to me. Yeah, I can't. This doesn't look correct to me, but I'm not playing the deck, so I don't know exactly what's in there, but it's hard to imagine that you didn't want to buy there. Like, what are you saving 6 horses for? But maybe Symbol Me is already anticipating needing to not go too super low on the provinces also. I don't know. Tracer certainly could quad, I think, with a mill anyway. There look like some real play order mistakes there. Like if you're getting that duchy, why isn't it coming with a second horse for sure? I don't understand that. That looks like a misplay, definitely. Taking another province now doesn't look very good. Like Tracer can get 3, I assume, really easily. 4 may even be possible for Tracer. Don't know exactly where the horse, if the horse counts high enough to do it, but it seems very feasible. Seems very possible. Because he can mill either like an actual province or a duchy. This looks easy to quad on for sure. It's just trivial to quad on. Didn't even, so confident, didn't even bother mucking around with the with playing the liveries before gaining the horses. Just knew it was there. Okay. So Tracer is safe in the playoffs. And then the only other person we think might be playing is Leipzig, who is playing Olivora. So if Leipzig loses, then they and Magar Spin and Leipzig will be tied. So I don't know what their head-to-head, if they have a head-to-head result, or if we have to go to another tiebreaker of sorts. Okay, so if Foley wins this game, then Mattgard Spin will be in the playoffs. And it matters regardless for seeding, because the positioning is going to change if they win or lose, because my seed will go down and I'll play Tracer instead of Cyric. So anyway, I'm also going to step away for a second, but I'll be back. In this game, again, they both have some points, so not clear just glancing at who's in the lead. And Fully has a whole bunch of stuff in place, so whoa. So there, that never is a bad sign. I don't know if they have mats. If anybody has a particularly threatening native village mat, doesn't look like it. Nothing on the mats, in fact. So Folivore is able to go Colony, Honey Lodge, Duchy. Lapic's turn does not look real exciting, except that there are these three captains to see what they can do. I assume some masquerade plays are coming down the line. It's hard to say. Again, I don't know the deck contents. That's gonna matter more than anything else. The choices, but because like maybe now you're thinking about doing a storeroom for one of them. Quite possibly, anyway. This goes with 3 masquerades. This turn doesn't look like it's gonna do any Honey Lodge discarding. I'm kind of surprised. Like I would think that you maybe try and do some storerooming there. I'm not sure. Many captains did full F3 as well. Kind of looks like the way the score and the number of colonies are sitting at, that it's going to work out in Folivore's favor. This is not very much money. Lapic hasn't made very much money. This surely has to be a storm. You get like $5 out of it. Unless there's some other thing I'm missing. Yeah, it is very hand mixy. That's really weird. Like that, did that gain him extra money? I guess a little bit. Yeah, get him a little bit. That worked out. I guess it's really likely to. Kind of surprised nobody has the storms in. Well, Fully does, but why Lapic doesn't have a storm in their deck? Like that looks better than the Wishing Well to me. Folivore can. Yeah, I guess it's probably worse than Platinum, except you're getting buys and such out of it. Which is, can be a thing that you want. This is just a standard of Quarantine Cup. There's always the last game gap. Every once in a while, the top 4 people are finished, and you can just go on even if they're loose games, but most of the time, there's some games that have to be wrapped up to decide the playoffs. All right, there's a double. There's a double. Oh, there's a pile out. I didn't even see there was a pile out too. Yeah, that's easy. I was just thinking double colony. That seemed like a pretty straightforward pile out or win as well. But anyway, Foley finds it. I guess I didn't look where Foley was on the list. I don't think they were close enough. Oh, so they're also gonna be tied with. Or no, it already updated. Okay. Yeah, alright. So we have our finalists. Alright. This one has some stuff. Watchtower Merchant Guild. Lackeys, all these things. Exciting things. Advance with lackeys can be something that you care about. I'm gonna probably open double amulet. Crashing seems real good. 5-2 is okay. You can go Merchant Guild lackeys. I think the 3-4 is probably a little better, but the 2s and 3s worth buying make the Merchant Guild opening look considerably more appealing. Otherwise, it would be pretty sad. So I think on the 5-2, I would go Merchant Guild lackeys. I could go lackeys amulet, but I think I'm going to try double amulet. I don't think it's like guaranteed better or anything like that, but maybe should have gotten lackeys on both buys this shuffle, but doesn't draw a lot of money with their Merchant Guild. This is quite a bad draw for Cyrix to not have $4 even. He's drawn his Merchant Guilds with estates, which is really trouble for Cyrix. I drew my stuff perfectly. This shuffle wasn't perfect, but you know, still very good. I need to get to 5 myself. Maybe should just take 5 now. Given what was in my bottom deck, I knew I can trash and draw up with the Watchtower, so I'm pretty much pretty ahead on. How much do I draw here if I can draw 3, or I can draw more than 3. Let's go ahead and use a villager. Do I want to try and get another merchant guild, or do I want to try and get villagers? Or do I want to try and get just another village? Apparently I've decided to go with this. I do still have big trashing lead. We'll have to see exactly how much that pays off for me. I just have a lackeys on the bottom. There's not really a reason to play this lackeys and draw it up. It's not so far as I can see anyway. Buys a lackey, buys a lackey. I think I'm gonna not trash this time. Alright. Gonna figure out. This could be. I have 6. I need another watchtower. We're getting to the pile out stage. We gotta start at least counting gains. Probably should buy lackeys this turn. This could be advance a merchant guild, kill the amulet. Save the... So we go 3, 6, 8. Probably green a little. But if they start, they have a. They just have a bigger deck, bigger coffers right now. I could certainly dud, but not super easy. This turn it won't be a dud, but I may be forced to use like a villager or two. I'm sure they're just counting gains. I mean, hopefully there's not a line that just gives them like a super easy win, but I assume that's not possible. I don't know, like province triple, like if they can triple copper or something. With trashing it, I don't know how much that gives them for the future. May put them in a reasonably strong position. This isn't a great starting hand for me. I would prefer to not have lackeys and 2 watchtowers. But okay, so they've lowered a whole bunch. You can also like super conquest later on. I mean, that's probably not going to be a thing, but this is actually just a really, really bad draw for me. I'm not sure that was all the correct order, but the last card is a copper, so we could leave that. That's probably okay to leave. They still just have 4 gains. Right? They can't really ever add more without getting into some kind of trouble. $19 would probably be pretty nice. Maybe I don't need to. I'm just make sure I understand this right. I have 4, they have 3, so they have 4 gains tops. So if I go to province, how many tokens would that net me? If I use 5 buys, I get 20 tokens. And I have to spend however many of them. To spend 10 of them now, so I have 24 tokens. Also save a couple. Kind of would like to be able to triple, or to quad, I mean. need to play the amulet for coin and then get all the merchant guilds in play to get to quad province. And I think they may have problems even. I mean, if they green a lot here, they're going to have problems even getting all the merchant guilds in play next turn. It's like, I mean, they can't triple. That's just suicide, basically. I mean, they can triple and see if I get draw at all. I don't know if there's a way I can miss. I could have not top deck a village, I guess, and saved a little that way and just counted on my villagers. Maybe that would have been smarter. Right, it looks like Matt Guard spent his beaten Tracer. I mean, you can set up to do conquest things, but what is it doing for you? I don't even understand this, actually, because now I just need to find the merchant guilds. I don't have to score. So now I don't even want the copper. I can trash the copper from hand. So I don't need money now. I just need buys. And I don't have to score. They're in a bad spot regardless, but I don't really see how this helps them much. But like, yeah, like what? I mean, what are they supposed to do? All right, so I'm gonna play Matt Guard Spend now for the finals, and I guess I am higher seed, so get to go first. Another amp game. No draw. Native Village set aside stuff. Sculptor is good. Patron's probably okay. I mean, not that it matters actually. T-Mog's alright. We're pretty good. Oh, is it gonna ask us team? What is out here that's gonna make us ask? That's making Changeley ask. It's the camel train. Great. It's the camel train. This will be just a sculptor for me. I don't know that we'll often really want to do changelings for the horses. Maybe occasionally. I think maybe if you know sculptors on top. think I'm winning. Right now. Feels like it to me. Guess we could camel train, not camel train, T-Mog some of these things. We could get a camel train, it's not that bad. This is either just more supplies or like I don't know, silver. I might get a patron here just as it's like a triumphal arc line. So it's also reasonable, I think, to just save the T-Mog for a little bit. Unless we hit an estate or something. I'm not sure how much to muck around with Triumphal Arc, in all honesty. Doesn't seem super important. Cup purse is okay. Probably. I mean, in all honesty, I mean the upside, I guess, is playing more supplies, possibly at the expense of a horse, but otherwise it's like not that high of an upside. This was an incredibly lucky hand for me. They still have lookouts. Yeah, those aren't gonna do a whole lot. They probably have 8 this time. I'm pretty likely to get province again this turn though. Maybe even guaranteed. This is not. How bad is this shuffle? It's like 4 silver equivalents missing in the shuffle. Which is a little bit sad. Probably don't need to force it. Guess I could get the changeling. Where does the changeling go? Oh, never mind. I don't want it. I don't want it if it's not in hand. Gains a camel train. Okay. I guess they're gonna go hard for this triumphal arc. No, they're buying province. Okay. Alright. Okay. Can return these. One of them anyway. Where's my T-Mog? They don't really have T-Mogs. Down yet? Yeah, this is just. I guess they're going for arc, which is fair. It's their only way out. But if you're going for arc, they probably shouldn't take the province. That looks. Taking the province if you're going for arc looks pretty bad. I guess I just try and win right now. We did get there exactly. The other line was double duchy. Double duchy was probably a little more reasonable and conservative, but all right. It took me many more weeks, but we finally managed to win another Quarantine Cup. Thanks everyone who came out and played. I really appreciate it. Congrats to Matt Guardspin on second place and Tracer and Cyrix on third place. And hope y'all can make it out next week. I'll see you later.